Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 1. This is Projections and Perfections. So everything we didn't hear about Juan Dixon last season, we're going to hear about it on this episode, okay? So stay with me while we go ahead and get into it. If you're new here, I did review last season, so y'all can go back and check out those videos if you missed anything. Otherwise, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, do all the things. This is a growing channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we start off seeing clips of Juan and Robin's drama. We should have been talking about this at least on the reunion. That little clip, really, I'm kind of annoyed that everybody came back. If y'all saw my community tab, I didn't feel like everybody should have came back. But since we here, we better talk about everything. And y'all better not leave out nothing, okay? But I digress. So we hear about the shifty hotel story once again. And if y'all missed it, why somebody was some heifer was going to see a Baltimore Ravens football player. She forgot her credit card. I don't see why somebody would be flying out and bringing their credit card, but okay, especially when you're going to see a baller and not a broke dusty. I really don't see why she would need her credit card. But for some reason, she couldn't get in the hotel, so she called Juan out of all people. And he's just such a nice person that he came down to the hotel to pay for this hotel room for this woman he's never met or seen a day in his life before. Because that makes perfect sense. Then after that, Juan didn't stop there. Oh no, he just keeps frolicking about, out and about in public, knowing that he just got married to his roommate, his long-suffering roommate, Robin. They found him at the laundromat with his coworker, who he stressed was very beautiful. I don't think I've heard him say Robin was beautiful that many times ever. And then he was with a woman at a nail salon, a very intimate setting, if you ask me. Sounded like a date. But okay, that's just my opinion. So Juan comes home. Robin just so happens to be messing with some wedding photos. Just so happened it was like black and white and doom and gloom like they should have been. He actually kissed her and I was shocked. They don't normally show any affection whatsoever. They don't call each other babe, boo, baby. They don't hug. They don't hold hands. They don't do anything couple-like at all. They don't have their rings on, but I ain't gonna ask for too much. They gave each other a peck on the lips. They might not peck each other on the lips again, ever. Especially when some boys is grown, okay? So Juan's retelling that unbelievable story at the hotel. Robin's choosing to be willfully ignorant and stick beside him. Girl, why? He only got no job right now. Like, girl, please. It has to be the safe face. Literally, that's it. Nothing else makes sense. Maybe for comfort, because we know if you've been watching from the beginning that they have a long history. Maybe because she's the reason why they went flat broke that one time. I don't know. And now she feels like she owes it to him to stick beside him. But girl, this is crazy. Y'all didn't have to get remarried. Y'all could have just remained roommates. So Juan's trying to justify his other little outings. Like I said, he lost his job and he's blaming it on losing a bunch of games. No, see, what happened was, I wasn't going to take it there, but since, it sounded like he's leaving out bits and pieces. They showed a clip real fast, and if you didn't pause it in time, you'd miss it. The streets was saying, and the young man came out and said that he was a victim. He was SA'd. And it's not that Juan was doing this. This is all alleged. I don't know. I wasn't there. But Juan supposedly knew about it and tried to cover it up or didn't do nothing about it, didn't speak on it, didn't say nothing, didn't protect the young man, basically. So, like I said, we don't know if that's true or not. If y'all know more information, drop down in the comments. Please be respectful. That's a touchy subject, okay? But Juan, don't act like you just lost your job because the team sucked. No. So moving on, we see Karen, Candiace, and Wendy. They have drinks. I guess they're going to be our new usual three because they outcasted, even though Candiace trying to make her way back over there with Robin. The ladies are looking good. Karen's body, her wig might be plopped on top, but honey, the body is snatched, okay? So they begin to discuss Robin covering up Juan's alleged affairs. The ladies feel like the Dixons have an agreement and they should just say that. What do they need to say it? Because we feel like we know it, okay? Y'all, they roommates, they live together for convenience. I mean, let me tell you, they are not the only ones. They just doing it on TV. So, and they've been roommates for many years. So we see Ashley, she's in her new house that Michael, who she's still married to, had to put his name on that mortgage so she can get this house. She's in there not really paying attention to her boys. They just running around climbing on tabletops and all types of stuff. Girl, she says she's doing it all alone. Like she's just this struggling single mom, just doing it on her own. Child, she got a nanny. That is like a slap in a real single mama's face, okay? Because a single mom, we tired. We don't got no nanny to call. And you up here talking about, I'm doing it just me and Desiree or whatever her name is. Like, girl, please. So Ashley FaceTimes Giselle. Giselle outs Ashley for going on a family vacation with Michael. Well, how else is she going to go? He got to foot the bill. And if he footing the bill, then he going to go. Ashley says she's dragging her feet a little bit with this divorce. And I'm sure she is. Michael has an ironclad prenup that she clearly did not read through before she signed the dotted line. Man, she got to be the worst gold digger on the planet, okay? To be having 2 kids and walking away with nothing. So Giselle mentions them visiting Robin because Robin is in a self-inflicted horrible marriage. But okay, I digress. So Giselle is at her house. She is on her cougar behavior with a guy who looks like her little nephew. Could be young enough to be her son, but okay. He has cornrows. Giselle, what are we doing? And then he was also on the show Winter House. Now, I couldn't really get into Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, and I definitely didn't watch the other houses. But if y'all recognize him, let me know. So she has Jason, that's his name, and he's been around her daughters. And I'm like, girl, you got your storyline around your kids? Has it come to this? Now, we know Giselle hasn't really she don't tell us that much, okay? She hasn't really had a storyline since the show started. But I mean, this is given forced. Because she's like, ooh, let me go down and get this pot from down low. Let me just bend over. And he's like, not looking at all. We know you ain't looking. Please stop. Ooh, it's cringy. So she has her daughter come down there. They was making sushi. Oh, I don't know if I want out. I mean, it looked like he might could cook a little thing or two, but I don't know if I trust him making no sushi now. But it looked pretty good. Grace, oh, by the way, Grace, her oldest daughter, is going away to college, and we know that's the best part of Giselle's storyline is her beautiful girls. So we see Mia and Gordon. I guess we're going to get into their mess a little later. We got to start off with Robin first, and then we're going to get to Mia and her nonsense, hopefully later on. So they've downsized. Talk about downsize. I mean, they downsized substantially. They downsized a lot. She said they went from 10,000, almost 11,000 square feet to 1.5K square feet. Like her old closet is their whole entire not living room. They live in space, honey. Ooh wee. They couldn't afford the rent anymore at the big house. They was paying $10,000 a month. I don't know. I mean, if they would have bought, maybe they would have been able to refinance, or they knew they had money issues. So they talk about being financially strapped. And Mia like, yeah, because I'm gonna just go back and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find another way to get it. No, you gonna get you a new man, girl. We know how you like to do. You don't gotta. I mean, Gordon know too. Gordon up here crying out on social media talking about he gave her a pass to say she can cheat. Now that ain't good enough. She need a new man with money. So Mia, Mia lies so much. She gonna sit up here talking about, I'm not drinking no more. And G was like, I didn't know that. And she was like, I remember when we were at wherever we were at, and I said I wasn't drinking. And he was like, yeah, you said you didn't want a margarita, but you said you wanted wine, which is still the same thing. It's alcohol. So clearly she had to clear that up. She's not drinking hard liquor anymore. She also wants to call Karen. I guess she needs a friend. I don't know why. What happened to her friend who she fell out with and ruined 30 years of friendship, even though she claims to only be 38? What happened to that? And she met the girl when she was 15 in the math. Where that girl at? Where's she at? I guess she used her up for a storyline and let her go. So Candiace and Chris have a picnic in the park. She complains about bugs. That's why picnics are not for me. I don't, it's nice to see couples doing that and enjoying themselves, but laying in grass, dirt, bugs, and eating with critters and wildlife about, ooh, it's a hard pass for me. But good for y'all. Candiace is touring. She's talking about all this money she putting out. Y'all going to her shows? Are y'all listening to her music? Are y'all streaming? I'm not, but if you are, let me know. So Candiace wants to talk to Robin despite what Robin said about Chris. Because let Robin tell it, she had their back last season. Yeah, Robin, you had their back and you was up there playing both sides until Giselle got upset with you. When Batman gets upset with Robin, she got to get on point with it. And she switched up on them. And she also was sitting up here saying stuff about Chris. And that's what Candiace is really upset about. Like, girl, you was being cheated on this whole time and you throwing my husband under the bus. And now look, they trying to say Chris out there in them streets again. Leave Chris alone. I never thought that I would have to go up for a clear man like this. Leave Chris alone. So Charisse is back as a boring friend of. And Giselle wants to basically have an intervention for her fellow green-eyed bandit, Robin. So it's going to be Ashley, Giselle, and Charisse talking and trying to talk some sense into Robin. Now, this is out of Giselle's character, but I guess the producers was like, look, you better be real or else. Even though we know, Andy got like a little girl crush on Giselle. He ain't going to let her go. But Ashley and Giselle mentioned Juan cheating or allegedly. This is what the streets is trying to imply. Charisse is mute. Robin justifies Juan's behavior. And she's like, oh, so long ago. Oh, it was 3 weeks ago. I'm over it. Oh, it was yesterday. I'm over it today. Robin says, because they were like, well, how do you feel? And she's like, my joy has been taken from me. The world has taken my joy. Girl, save it. This is victim nonsense. You ain't fooling us. It's really not tugging at our heartstrings. It's not. But she's trying to blame everybody else. And they was like, no, wait a minute, not so fast. The reason why you're having these issues is because of Juan. Had Juan not been at the hotel and been there overnight, had he not been out and about on dates, then there would be nothing to talk about. Don't get mad at the world when your husband, my man is out and about on these dates with other women. Countless times. So Sharice decides to clock in and she like, look, you looking like the Lulu, like how I was looking. I wanted to be in La La Land too when my ex-husband was cheating on me until he left me one day. And that's how it be. Women will be sitting there, oh, well, I took vows, blah, blah, blah. Listen, the men will leave so fast. Wait till that last child grown. Okay. After she talks about that, Ashley mentions her own issue. Girl, you got your own thing you need to get straight, Ashley, please. But I guess she had a valid point that she was also delusional. And then even Giselle was like, my situation, and I had to choose me. Is that how it went, Giselle? I thought, okay. But everyone feels like Robin is in denial. And she is, and she's choosing to play the fool and stay because this is her second time marrying the same wrong man. So she's got to make it work this time. She can't fail at this twice, so she's going to stay. So I'll leave it alone. They let her stay. They let her have her flute. So whatever. I want to find out what's going on with Mia. Did Mia get a new man? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Did y'all think Robin did a good enough job clearing this up? Because if she gonna keep on trying to justify and pacify, and Juan don't even normally be making no appearance, so he messed up if he's sitting on there talking. But how do y'all feel about this episode? I think this season might be pretty good. In the meantime, in between time, check out my Married to Medicine review. I will be doing that shortly. And we also have a panel coming up for that. So check the community tabs. That'll be this Wednesday. Otherwise, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.